Thank you. So I'd like to start with just saying what a great honor it is to be here today. Thank you to Shippensburg University and the Hall of Fame Committee. Thank you to all the coaches throughout my childhood, especially Brad Wagner, Ron Flood, Dave Ray, Chris Romick, and Vince Keister. They all helped me grow as a ball player. I want to say thank you to my wife Amanda for supporting me while I chased my dream of playing baseball, no matter how far away it took me. Biggest thanks is to my parents, Scott and Denise, for the sacrifice of practices, games, tryouts, and for being at all the games supporting me. Being a dad of two sons now has really showed me how much my parents did throughout my childhood, and I'll be forever grateful. I hope my career was able to bring you joy. Now I'd like to talk a little bit about my time here at Ship. Since I was a kid, I always wanted to be a ball player. You were going to see me on TV one day. That didn't quite work out, but we gave it a good run. I never played trying to chase records. You heard of strikeout records, everything. That's not why I played. I played for the absolute love of the game. And I always wanted to be a part of a winning team. That's why I chose Shippensburg. I had choices to go other places. Looking at it, Shippensburg had a good record of baseball teams winning, and they also had a good record of getting players to the next level. So I came here as a freshman. We had a pretty good season. After that freshman year, we had a little bit of a rough patch. We lost our coach, so we ended up with getting Coach Jones as our new coach in the fall. He was hired pretty late, so come that spring, we came back early from the Christmas break. First thing he said to us was, I know you guys have not been doing what you should have been doing. Get ready. So we ran and ran and ran. Baseball players are not known to be the most athletic in the world. We have a specific set of skills, but conditioning, I think, works across any sport. So anyways, that season, my sophomore year, we did not start off very well. We were all a little sore, not very happy with all the conditioning we were doing, but Coach Jones said, trust me guys, we will be the strongest at the end. Trust the process. So we just barely got into the conference tournament and ended up winning the PSAC that year. First thing, after we celebrated, we all looked at each other and thought, what did we just do? We're going to run forever. But I think, too, that was the day that we all bought in to what Coach Jones was really trying to establish at Shippensburg. And it was the following year, then, that as we all did buy in, we ended up at the College World Series and won the first game in Shippensburg history there. So, big thanks to Coach Jones. If it weren't for him, I don't think I would have realized the amount of hard work it was going to take, especially at the next level. There was nothing that came my way I wasn't prepared for because of him. So, after Shippensburg, I was lucky enough to be drafted. Baseball took me many places. In college, I got to go to Cape Cod, play in the Cape Cod League. After college, I spent a couple years in Auburn, New York, Lansing, Michigan, Dunedin, Florida, and Manchester, New Hampshire. As great as each of those steps were, and as fun as the game was, I always remember thinking back to Shippensburg. I always thought all those roads led right back here to Fairchild Field and Coach Jones. So I'd like to just say, no matter how skipping a little bit. So when I finished playing, being as close as I was to living out the big dream of being on TV and not quite getting there, when it was finally time to end, I really didn't have any interest in the sport at that time. It's kind of hard to explain. Kind of felt like I let the sport down, the sport let me down. So I do want to thank my sons. Sorry. You guys brought baseball back into my life and made me realize what a great game it is. Sorry, I'm not a crier. Wow. So coaching them, I would say, is the greatest accomplishment I've had. And I just hope that I can get you guys to where you want to go. So I'd like to end with this. Okay, a little bit lighter now. So I've always loved baseball movies. Probably my favorite baseball movie of all time is Bull Durham. And this is my favorite quote from that movie. Baseball is a simple game. You throw the ball, you catch the ball, you hit the ball. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes it rains. Thank you.